He's good at that shit. Welcome to Hidden Shadows of the Secret Chamber, everybody. A movie review podcast, just like Basil had mentioned earlier. And actually, Contavious said it earlier. But
Really?
You were there.
I don't remember.
Okay, that's weird. He did the whole... Anyway. My name is Alex. And...
Buenos noches.
Buenos noches. That right there, gentleman speaking Spanish, is Nikonti, and he's going to be speaking Spanish all episode long.
Sí, señor.
He's going to be speaking Spanish in English. Think about that while our next host introduces himself.
CS. Da siesta. Let me introduce him. To the left, or to your right, or through your interwebs of the mind. This is Khan Jong-il. I mean,
That'd be a dope rap name, though.
That would be so
That'd
cool.
Be a fucking dope rap name.
Oh my god. Today we went to go watch Rambo Last Blood. It's the last one, guys. Okay, we promise they're not going to redo this in 2030 when everybody's out of movie ideas and Sylvester Stallone is 83 years old. Okay?
Although they could. With the way technology is going right now, they could.
God damn it, they will. He's going to be like a fucking rest, because we're going to figure out like bionic, joints replacements and fucking CGI.
And then
do we already have that done?
On top of that, right, there's a series of games from Capcom called Bionic Commando.
Yes.
And they'll just call it Bionic Rambo.
Oh, shit.
And Capcom will fund it.
I want it.
I do too.
Bionic Rambo Commando.
Capcom.
God damn, it's going to be so good.
Capcom, hear me out.
Can you believe he's 73? I can't believe it still.
He was half his age in the first movie.
Rambo.
He was 36 years old, y'all.
That's crazy.
And looks like
crazy.
A fucking phenom beast, like in better shape than I probably will ever be, and it's a little depressing. But good for you.
But also, that's a different shape. Different shape entirely.
Living your best self. What were your guys' impressions on this movie?
I went into the film thinking, I'm just going to watch an action film. I'm not going to expect much. Hopefully there's some good action and I have an entertaining time. And luckily, I was with a very good audience that was cheering, which was like fantastic. It's crazy. When you go to the movie theaters, for that period of time, you and everyone in that room is experiencing everything at the same time.
Sure.
Sounds, the music,
emotions,
and nobody is thinking about what's going on outside of that room.
It's pretty magical.
It is. So when you get an audience that is on the same page as you, or just like amped up,
yeah,
it really makes the cinematic experience exhilarating.
Yeah, it's fun when you got like-minded people and you feel everybody else as into this as you are.
And we were freaking like laughing at the same parts, like that's just ridiculous, that's stupid, like what is going on? And then we'd be like, wow, did that just happen? That was disgustingly amazing.
Unfortunately, Nikonsi saw it at a different time than Alex and I were in a very small theater. And I was kind of the most obnoxious person there, I think. I
was right there with you, buddy. I feel like we gave the energy for, that should have been in that room for the entire audience.
There was like one or two people who were like also kind of relaxing after we broke the ice.
Yeah.
But it's like you're saying, where like if you go to like experience something like this, and you're all experiencing this together in a different way, kind of, and you just straight up have people who aren't on the same level as you, you can ruin their experience, unfortunately. And I don't think, luckily, that we did.
No, we were pretty quiet about it.
But like, I feel like every single time I got giddy, I kept like shoving your arm, and the people behind me were like, "The fuck is this?" Because I would rock my chair back and forth. I'm like,
It was great. I did enjoy the movie. I thought the the plot was really good. I am gonna address one thing. Being of Mexican descent, I was hugely offended by Giselle's like the person who designed the outfit. Like, didn't the costume designer like ask like, okay, so this movie's set in the early 90s, right? Like, nah. Why are we dressing her like she's in the early 90s? Like a chola from the early... She had like the bright blue I don't know.
nail polish,
No.
eyebrows.
It was as basic as you could get. Like,
yeah, she had the painted on eyebrows and the bright blue eyeshadow. Someone fell. Jaime, you okay? Okay, he's working on his booby traps. Okay, he and like she had the flannels, top button with the chain. I don't know why. Unnecessary. But when the narcos came in, the human traffickers came in, they were dressed like actual narcos, and I was like, okay, all right, we got some accuracy. Spanish was great.
Was it the subtitles?
I kept asking Alex, like, does their Spanish feel pretty conversational? And like, do the subtitles translate all right?
They weren't speaking English in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that they're like somebody who speaks Spanish wrote that script.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other than that, I feel like June did a great job of putting me in that mindset of like,
What to watch, what to expect.
okay, Alex, you're not going in there for like a deep, soul-changing experience. You're just going in for an action movie.
And it's going to be a fucking badass one.
And get your head straight.
Just, it's going to be insane.
Yeah.